We have a developing story. Lebanese state media are reporting that several people have been killed and many more injured in fresh explosions of communication devices. Now, this time, walkie-talkies used by the Hezbollah militant group exploded, including near a funeral for some of the 12 people who were killed Tuesday when thousands of pagers exploded. The Iran-backed militant group had been using the devices in hopes of avoiding Israeli surveillance of their mobile phones. Security sources claim Israel is responsible for these sophisticated attacks that appear to have been months in the making. All right, I want to go now to our Beirut bureau chief, Mohammed Schrader. Mohammed, new explosions. This is a developing story. What more can you tell us?
A fresh wave of explosions hit Lebanon a while ago when a number of handheld radios used by Hezbollah militants detonated. At least one of the blasts took place near a funeral organized by the group for those killed in the previous day explosions. More explosions have been reported in different locations across the country. Preliminary information suggests that walkie-talkie devices that are different from yesterday's pagers detonated in houses, offices and cars across the country, causing a number of casualties which we haven't been able to identify and verify yet.
This has been described as a humiliating moment for Hezbollah. Talk to me about how it's impacting Hezbollah's ability to operate.
Well, there's no doubt that this has massively disrupted Hezbollah's operations and command and control system. It is believed that hundreds, if not thousands, of Hezbollah's militants will be out of service, at least for some time, due to injuries. This operation today and yesterday obviously aimed to cut the means of communication between Hezbollah's operatives and to pose direct harm to the group personnel, but also to cause moral damage to the party members and supporters, to break the trust that the militant group is capable of fighting and then keeping up against Israel. I think that Hezbollah will need some time to digest these events and find alternatives to restore its communication and its command and control system, but also to restore the morals of its operatives and supporters that are completely shocked by the scale of these attacks.
Yeah, despite this shock, we are hearing that Hezbollah is blaming Israel for the attacks, and they've already carried out the first cross-border attacks. What do we know about this apparent retaliation?
Well, Hezbollah so far claimed 3 attacks, at least, on Israel this afternoon. In a brief statement this morning, the militant group vowed to continue the daily operation, the daily routine cross-border shelling with Israel as part of what the party calls a supporting front for Gaza. On a separate note, the party vowed to retaliate to yesterday's massive security breach and attacks, but did not provide details about the nature of the retaliation. You know, the confrontation between the two rivals is based on a deterrence equation, and after these attacks there's a general feeling that there's some sort of imbalance in this, and Hezbollah is perceiving this as an attempt to break this equation. So we're just anticipating how the militant group would respond.
Our bureau chief Mohammed Schrader with the latest from Beirut. Mohammed, thank you.